Naoya Inoue's rise has always been defined by dominance, the kind that doesn't just defeat opponents, but breaks their belief in themselves. There's a reason the boxing world calls him the monster. He doesn't rush. He doesn't waste motion. He stalks, calculates, and then destroys with chilling efficiency. When Inoue steps into the ring, there's an unspoken understanding on the other side. One mistake, one fraction of a second, and everything goes dark. His punches crack like thunder, his combinations shred defenses without mercy, and his knockouts feel almost poetic in their violence. But even monsters have moments when the ground shifts beneath their feet. For Naoya Inoue, that moment came when he faced a man who refused to bow to fear, a Filipino icon who had spent a lifetime thriving under pressure. This is the story of the night Inoue came closer than ever to losing everything, and how that danger forged one of the greatest fights of the modern era. The setting couldn't have been bigger. The World Boxing Super Series final was designed to answer one brutal question: who is truly elite? This tournament wasn't about padding records or avoiding danger. It was a proving ground where only the strongest survived. For Inoue, it was a chance to etch his name alongside the immortals. He had already carved a path of destruction through the earlier rounds, dismantling opponents with such speed and ferocity that fans began to wonder if anyone alive could stand up to him. His power didn't just end fights, it erased futures. By the time he reached the final, whispers had turned into belief. This might be the most dangerous fighter on the planet. Waiting for him was Nonito Donaire, the Filipino Flash, a name that commanded respect across generations. Donaire wasn't just experienced, he was refined. A master craftsman of boxing, armed with one of the most lethal left hooks the sport had ever seen. 4 years, that punch had shattered plans and humbled champions. His timing, his instincts, and his ring intelligence made him deadly at any moment. When these two men met in the final, it wasn't just a fight for the Muhammad Ali trophy, it was a collision between youth and legacy, power and wisdom. Both fighters arrived with momentum. Inoue's semi-final against Emmanuel Rodriguez carried an edge of personal fury after Rodriguez's camp disrespected Inoue's father. In boxing, that kind of insult doesn't fade, it demands punishment. From the opening bell, Inoue hunted with cold intent. Every shot landed with purpose, every combination pushed Rodriguez closer to collapse. By the second round, the outcome felt inevitable. One savage sequence sent Rodriguez crashing to the canvas, ending the fight almost before it began. It was a message to the world. The monster was real. Donaire's journey was no less emphatic. Against Stefan Young, he turned back the clock, moving with the confidence of a man who had seen it all. His punches were sharp, economical, and devastating. When his left hook landed, Young went down hard, another reminder that age had not dulled Donaire's weapons. He wasn't in the tournament for nostalgia, he was there to take it. When fight night arrived, the atmosphere was electric. Two eras stood face to face. Inoue, young, undefeated, and terrifying. Donaire, seasoned, fearless, and unyielding. The expectation was that Inoue would start measured, find the timing, and eventually unleash the storm. But from the opening moments, it was clear this would not be business as usual. Donaire disrupted everything. His jab snapped Inoue's rhythm, his counters landed with precision, and his confidence never wavered. Then it happened. A short, brutal left hook caught Inoue clean. The monster staggered. A cut opened near his eye. For the first time, the aura cracked. This wasn't domination. This was danger. Inoue wasn't just fighting an opponent. He was fighting survival. As the rounds wore on, Donaire continued to test him. Every exchange was tense, every moment heavy with consequence. The veteran's timing was flawless, his defense disciplined, and his resolve unbreakable. Commentators watched in disbelief as the supposedly invincible champion was dragged into deep waters. Around the world, fans realized they were witnessing something rare, a legend refusing to surrender his throne quietly. But legends aren't born without fire. Somewhere in the chaos, Inoue found another gear. He adjusted his footwork, changed his angles, and began investing in the body. Shot by shot, he rebuilt momentum. By the later rounds, the fight transformed into a brutal chess match. Two masters reading, reacting, and punishing every mistake. Both men were bloodied, exhausted, and hurting. Yet neither took a step back. Then came the moment that shifted everything. Inoue delivered a perfectly placed liver shot, a punch thrown with absolute precision. Donaire's body folded in agony, the pain undeniable. It was a strike that could have ended the fight right there. But Donaire, fueled by pure will, forced himself back to his feet. He endured to the final bell, sealing the bout as an instant classic. When the scorecards were read, Naoya Inoue was declared the unanimous decision winner. He lifted the Muhammad Ali Trophy, undefeated and victorious. But this was not a night defined by a loser. Donaire walked away with his legacy burnished even brighter, having pushed the monster to the brink. Even Floyd Mayweather Jr. would later acknowledge the magnitude of the battle, recognizing how Donaire exposed and tested Inoue like no one before. For Inoue, it was a trial by fire, a night that threatened his invincibility but ultimately strengthened his legend. For Donaire, it was proof that true greatness never fades without a fight. As the arena emptied and the lights dimmed, one truth lingered in the air. This wasn't just a boxing match. It was a reminder of why the sport endures. Heart, skill, courage, and respect forged in combat. It was the night the monster was truly tested, and the night two warriors left everything in the ring. So now the question stands, after surviving a war like that, who can truly challenge Naoya Inoue next? Has that battle made him even more dangerous, or is there another fighter waiting to push him to the edge? Let us know what you think, and if you love stories of legendary wars and unforgettable fighters, make sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more epic boxing history.